Hello and welcome to another recording for my channel. This will be another Iconian War story arc playthrough, and we'll be continuing the story with Time in a Bottle.
We have a lead on the Krenim. Voyager went to Krenim's space looking for them a few months ago, but didn't find much more than a Vaudois and some anomalous sensor readings. But now, we found a Ferengi selling what he claims are Krenim artifacts. You are authorized to negotiate with the Ferengi and obtain these artifacts. Follow the trail where it leads. We need a weapon against the Iconians, and the Vaudois have gone to a great deal of trouble to keep whatever secrets the Krenim have out of our hands.
Okay. Wait a minute, I've got a Delta Quadrant, don't I? Oh, the Beta Quadrant. Drone. So many missions open in the background, I'm not sure where I'm going. Okay, so it's literally on the opposite side of the map. Get some of the stuff tidied out while we're on our way. Just so you know, I have maxed out my roster to 500 slots, and I am slowly getting crew. The two main ways I'm doing that are from going to the Starfleet Academy and talking to the personnel officer, or I go to my fleet space station to do the same thing and just get personnel. Another way of doing it is to go into personnel people and going into their store, and you can actually buy crewmen. You go to the exchange and buy them, but I think they're pretty expensive on the exchange. Unless you can get them really cheap, I don't see the point. I pretty much just go for duty roster stuff. It's the stuff you can get through the duty roster system. Oh, I'm not even halfway there. Let's have a quick gander. So, there's nothing here available at the moment. Come on, load up. So I think you have to be in some of them, like Earth space dock or the a planetary system where it's known to be habitable. I think you've got to be there to get the recruitment option, and you can actually recruit that species as a random duty officer. Sometimes even a bridge officer. But for the most part, if you're looking to get a crew member, you have to talk to the personnel officers at your main bases. Ooh, all the slots are done. Okay. How far are we? Still a little miles off. Can do it anytime now. Yeah, we're almost there. Okay. And we're almost there. remember Drazona Station from earlier episodes?
Welcome to Drozana. You're cleared for docking. We have everything you need for shore leave, and a few things that you didn't even know you wanted. Shopping, drinking, dining, entertainment. You'll find it all here. And don't forget the 77th rule of acquisition. If you break it, I'll charge you for it.
Actually, I don't know if they're still part of the early missions. They might have been taken out and put into a separate section. Sir, business felicitator Quinn has rented space on the station for his private sale meetings. We aren't sure what the object he is selling is yet, but the rumors are that it is a technological device of some sort. The price Quinn is asking for it is significant. You could buy a moon for this much latinum. Starfleet Command reports that additional assistance is en route, but we should go ahead and make the attempt to obtain the device. I am so sorry, I trip over the words so badly.
May I help you? Oh, wait, you must be... I'm sorry, but the business facilitator is busy at the moment and cannot be disturbed.
We had an appointment.
Yes, but Quinn left me explicit instructions about this. He's in the middle of a delicate negotiation to triple his profits on the sale of a rare Delta Quadrant artifact, and cannot be disturbed.
Doesn't Quinn want to hear an offer from the combined financial resources of Starfleet, the Klingon Empire, and the Romulan Republic?
Maybe. Let's see. It was something. Krenim, I think? Oh, Delta Quadrant treasures are all the rage right now. Artifacts from cultures the Vaadwaur wiped out are particularly valuable. Quinn's made quite a bit of latinum bringing them back through the gateways. Now, that profit-sharing plan he promised me hasn't materialized, but is it my place to complain?
I know you're just doing your job, but it is very important we get that artifact, please.
I'm sorry, but my instructions were very clear.
There must be something we can do for you in exchange.
Well, I'm sorry, but I need this job. I'm trying to save up enough for a ticket off this station.
I'll arrange for a transportation for you to anywhere you want to go, free of charge.
You can? What am I saying? You have a starship, of course you can. Go on ahead. Quinn and the other buyer are in the cargo bay, but you better hurry. They were trying to get the deal finalized before you could stop them. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for letting us pass. My crew will make arrangements for you.
Not so fast. The gentleman with the rather imposing associates over there has just made a very competitive offer for the device. Care to make a counterbid?
I'll make it worth your time to deal exclusively with me.
You said there weren't any other buyers, Quinn. Now what do I see? Starfleet stooges here to cause trouble. Guards, get these riffraff out of here so I can conclude my deal in peace.
I'm not leaving without the device.
Enemy target on sensor. Personal shield losing power. Enemy combatants in close proximity.
Oh, funny while they all turned around.
Fine. I'll add what I was going to pay those guards to my offer.
Hold it! I am Nog, son of Grand Nagus Rom. And I am a Ferengi. And when you deal with these people, you deal with me. You have a choice. Either deal with me, or I ask my father to have a word with the liquidators about your poor business practices.
Well, I'm sure we can come to an understanding.
That's what I thought. Now, kiss the staff. Get out! Not you, Quinn.
Okay, so the Grand Nagus is the Ferengi Prime Minister or President, whatever you want to call them. The Ferengi are a financial institution. They basically pride themselves on how much wealth they can generate within a lifetime.
Here's my best offer. How about we agree on a price, and you get your Delta Quadrant doodad, and I leave. Everyone's happy.
Not so fast, Quinn.
No? Fine. How about I answer your questions, and maybe then I get to leave? But let's get on with it. Every minute I stand here, I'm losing a strip of platinum. Time is a very valuable commodity.
What do you know about the relic?
The device is Krenim in origin. Specifically, it's from the Krenim Imperium. Constructed sometime in the mid-22nd century, if I had to take a guess. Strange piece of technology. I haven't seen anything else like it. Highly advanced, and it has hallmarks of Krenim work, but it's, odd. Definitely odd.
What happened to the Krenim?
The Vodvar, that's what. At one point, the Krenim Imperium held more than 200 star systems in the Delta Quadrant. They lost some of that territory in the capital wars, but overall they were doing well. Not the biggest business in the Quadrant, but not the smallest either. When the Vodvar started their war, Gaul took a special interest in the Krenim. Bombed them back to the Stone Age, and then some. As far as anyone knows, the Krenim are basically extinct these days.
Where did you get the device?
I picked it up from a Talaxian who wanted to trade for supplies. He told me he got it from the Kayana system. That was it. There used to be a Krenim colony there, but it's gone now, just like the rest of their empire.
Gone. The Vodwar destroyed them?
The Talaxian wasn't very clear on that. He just said, gone. If I'd asked any more questions, he might have increased his price.
Anything else?
As a show of good faith to the son of the Nagus, I'm willing to tell you for free. But don't let this get around. It would ruin my reputation as a businessman. The device emits some unusual energy readings. The shielding may malfunction, or maybe it's not fully operational anymore. I'm not sure. But that's why I'm selling it as an antique. As is, and no refunds.
What kind of unusual readings?
Do I look like a member of the Vulcan Science Academy to you? I don't know. It's yours now. You paid for it. You figure it out. I hope it doesn't blow up your ship. Now, may I go so we can put all this unpleasantness behind us? I want to drown my sorrows in a comet cocktail and think about all the profit I didn't earn today.
Go and stay out of trouble.
Don't let the staff of office and these good looks fool you. I'm here as a Starfleet officer, and I don't normally flaunt my family connections, but in this case, it seemed like the best way to solve the problem. So I borrowed my dad's second best staff.
Thanks for the assist. It didn't look like Oglo was going to let us purchase this Krenim artifact while he was still in the room.
Interesting. I know Voyager encountered the Krenim during the journey, and Tuvok was looking for survivors of the Vodwar purges. For now, though, perhaps we should concentrate on learning what we can from this device.
Agreed. Now what should we do about the force field?
Quinn left without taking down his security, but fortunately I know how to get around it. This isn't a very sophisticated system. It's hardly worth the latinum he paid for it. If we overload the EPS conduits, we'll create a cascade failure in the system that the control protocols won't be able to handle. That should drop the force field.
Just overload the EPS conduits. That really isn't secure at all.
I think you can overload the EPS conduits in the corner there. Now that the power flow is disrupted, we can override the administrative access requirement.
Right, I'll override the consoles next.
The controls are, yes, over here by the artifact. Excellent. Now we can get a good look at this. The waveforms aren't like anything I've seen before. Think I'm getting something. This is definitely Krenim in origin. And Quinn was right on the age. I'm also seeing some repeating elements in the base code, almost like a signature. And that strange energy Quinn was talking about is actually chronotons. A lot of chronotons. And chronotons mean temporal manipulation. This little box just got a lot more interesting.
Indeed, very interesting.
I'll take the device back to my ship, the Chimera, and have a look while we're on the way to the Kiana system. From what I understand, Voyager sent an away team to the Kiana system a few weeks ago, but they encountered some resistance and were forced to pull back before they can find what they were looking for. But now that we have this, maybe we'll be able to find what remains of the Krenim, if there's anything left to find.
Understood. See you in the Delta Quadrant.
I've explored many places as a Starfleet officer, but this is my first time seeing the Delta Quadrant. According to Quinn, the Krenim artifact came from this system. I hope we haven't come all this way just to chase ghosts. I've had a chance to look at the Krenim device, although I'm not sure how to activate it yet. It's definitely designed for temporal manipulation, although I don't think it would enable someone to travel through time. It's almost like a step sideways, if that makes any sense at all. I'll keep working on it and let you know if I learn anything more.
Perhaps we can find something here that can explain it.
Voyager's preliminary scans of this system turned up a number of anomalies, but nothing conclusive. According to Krenim records, though, there's supposed to be an M-class planet in this system. We're not reading anything like that on the sensors.
Maybe the planet is the source of the asteroids. We're also picking up some wreckage.
Could be. Let's check that wreckage out first. It might give us a better idea of what happened out here. And we should be on the lookout for Vaadwaur. Preliminary scans indicate they've been actively patrolling through this system.
Agreed. Set course for the wreckage around this asteroid.
Keep an eye out for Vaadwaur. They're still patrolling this area. If I had to place a bet, I'd say that wreckage is where this artifact was found. Heads up! Vaadwaur on an intercept course.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
I don't get why this is active.
Target's shields have failed. Rear shield failing.
The wreckage appears to be Krenim. The weapon signatures are definitely Vaadwaur. According to Voyager, the Krenim were a fairly small society. There had to be a reason the Vaadwaur went out of their way to target them. Let's move. There are more Vaadwaur on an intercept course, but we may be able to avoid them. I suggest we use the mineral content of the asteroids I've marked to conceal our energy signatures. Vaadwaur sensors aren't as good as ours. Most of their technological advantage appears to be directed toward making better weapons. So it should work, as long as we don't attract their attention before we get out of their path.
Okay, good idea. Let's try using the asteroids as cover.
Heralds! They must be looking for that Vaadwaur patrol. I don't think those Heralds detected us. Let's hope they don't come back this way. Heralds inbound! Vaadwaur must have gotten a signal out. So much for our investigation. Something about the Krenim that was such a threat to the Vaadwaur and the Iconians that they're still patrolling the old Krenim systems. If we can find more Krenim technology, or maybe unlock what we have, we might be able to find out what is so important. That could be something the Alliance can use against the Iconians. I recommend that the Chimera and your ship patrol the outer system while we take an away team to the surface. I'll bring the device and keep trying to learn more about it.
Agreed, my team will meet you there.
This doesn't make sense. There's nothing here that would cause the readings I was seeing from orbit, but there are traces of chronotron particles. I've never known chronotrons to appear naturally without some sort of temporal manipulation going on, but there's nothing here. I'm starting to come up with a theory, but I need some more data. I recommend we take some additional scans.
Agreed, there's something here, we just need to find it.
Exactly, but we need to be quick. Those patrols we encountered in orbit will be missed soon. I'm going to order the Chimera to try to avoid contact, but warn us if more ships arrive.
Agreed, pick the area for the scans, let's get going.
These tall spires are charged with temporal energy. Curious. It's almost like it's in a state of temporal flux. I need to get some scans. There's something going on. There are more mineral deposits over there. There's a resonant frequency here that's not natural. I'm reading another anomaly ahead.
Yeah, I hate these mini games, I suck at them. I think you only need to get about 100 to unlock it, but there are other games where you've got to try to get as many points as possible.
These anomalies have a shape, like a warp field, but not quite the same. The only other place I've seen sensor readings like this was in the wormhole.
Captain, Heralds have landed and are approaching your position. Fall back, we'll deal with them here.
There, behind those rocks. Hurry, they'll be here any moment. This area looks defensible. Get ready.
Where are you? Oh, up there.
I have an idea. We need to use the device. I've been trying to activate it, and I've almost got it. Keep them busy. If I can get it working, I should be able to conceal us.
Work quickly.
Here they come!
Enemy targets on sensor. Flanking damage detected.
The others attacking?
Personal shield losing power.
working as quickly as I can.
Taking damage detected.
Only a lot more drops than that.
Watch out! There's more of them!
Personal shield losing power.
I need more time to align these frequencies.
Damage detected. Taking damage detected. Enemy combatants in close proximity.
Almost there. Just one more connection and that should...
Enemy targets on sensors. Enemy combatants in close proximity. Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected. Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power.
Oh, there's more down there again. Oh, loot.
Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
Roll down like a sack of spuds.
Enemy targets on sensors.
If you'll forgive the pun, I managed to buy us some time.
Okay, it's extremely dark in here. Did I keep my flashlight on me? No, I did not. No, must have put it in my bank to get rid of it. Okay.
It's taken me some time to convince the Krenim to help us, but they finally agreed. Remember how I said the device could remove someone from the time stream? It did. That's where we are now, in the temporal bubbles. And how we perceive time in here is a little different than outside. That's why the Heralds can't see us. We're out of their timelines. Out of all timelines, in fact. While we're here, it's almost like we don't exist.
And not existing is important.
No one's shooting at us. I think that's a good thing. The Krenim are... they're a little touchy. Almost being driven to extinction by the Vaadwaur has made them suspicious. But they're willing to talk to us if we help them stabilize the temporal energy. I suggest we help. I wouldn't want to be in here if the fields collapse.
Let's talk to the Krenim.
I've had some time to observe you and Captain Nog, and your actions make it clear that you are no friend of the Vaadwaur or the Heralds. This does not, however, assure me that you will be allies to my people. The Krenim have lost much. Our empire is gone, and our people have been killed or scattered. We are what remains, and I will do whatever I must to protect this system, even if it means leaving you to face the Heralds alone.
What can we do to prove ourselves?
You have already repaired some of our emitters that were damaged by the attack, but there is more yet to do. Should our temporal equipment fail, this location will be instantly overrun by Heralds. If that happens, none of us will survive.
How can we assist you?
More of our emitters must be realigned, and there are other pieces of equipment my people are already working to repair. Assist my team, and then we will talk again.
Understood. Okay, so that's only 1 arrow off in this direction, so...
Hold this. No, hold it right next to the bracket, or the spanner won't... There. Got it, thanks. Something is putting too much stress on these components. I'm not sure what it is, but we don't have enough spare parts to keep rebuilding this transceiver. Grab a tricorder and run a level 3 diagnostic. Maybe there are some microfractures. If we can find and repair those, this should hold out until I can fabricate a new unit.
Sure, I'll help you. Something is putting too much stress on these components. There may be microfractures. If those are repaired, it should help. That's what she just said, being repairs. Oh, okay. Got a scan for them.
That should do it.
Okay, let's go find the other two. Okay, so the Quadrant were in a Voyager episode, or 3 sort of. There was the Year of Hell 2-parter, and there was also a episode the previous year perhaps, that they were mentioned in a time travel episode. So there are... even though they had nothing to do with that episode, they were still time travel, so it was pretty good.
Your fight overloaded some of the power couplings we used to moderate the temporal flow. If we had a contained space like the technology was originally designed for, this wouldn't be a problem. But we keep pushing the boundaries of what these flow modulators will do. I'm rerouting the power to take stress off the damaged couplings. But first, we need to get this capacitor aligned and ready for the transfer.
I'll do what I can do. I will do what I can to assist.
Okay, now it's starting to look like something.
Okay, that's it. Let's move on to the next one.
The temporal compensators are out of alignment. They help keep us at a stable point in the timeline. If they fail completely, we could end up lost in time. Grab a hyperspanner. We need to get this fixed before the drift coefficient moves out of the safe zone.
I'll do what I can to help. I'll disconnect it. Oh, okay. Okay, the temp. Stabilize. Disconnect, realign, can reconnect.
You should realign the matrix crystals.
Okay. Disconnect, reconnect. Okay.
Good. I'll put the next location on your tricorder.
All the way back where we were. Building that. Oh, speak to the leader. Somewhat centralized in this little plaza area.
You've shown you're willing to help. Now perhaps we can come to a mutually beneficial arrangement.
How?
We have Anorax's plans, but not the... Interesting. The Heralds are opening a gateway.
What?
The repairs should be enough.
I beg mercy, Great One. It appears they used a cloaking device and escaped.
You are forgiven. Make preparations to depart.
As you command.
An interesting development.
These sentients have proven to be resourceful. Already they have thwarted our plan to bring in the Solanae fleet. And yet they injured even you, Ticket. I advise caution. They are more dangerous than they appear.
We should rend their worlds asunder. Spill them as blood until it fills the oceans. It is time to strike.
I understand you want vengeance, but we must not act in haste.
We will continue with our plan. The whole must be as one. The whole must be as one. The attack on Iconia broke our unity. We were divided, diminished, weak. The others saved us from oblivion, but it took centuries to rebuild our bonds. We cannot risk more loss. The whole must be as one. The campaign will continue as planned.
Okay.
They couldn't see us? There were Iconians right in front of us and nothing. They had no idea we were here. We were completely safe.
You're right, this could be what we need.
The only protection left to my people is our ability to manipulate time. But it is something we must do with great care. Even the most innocuous of changes can ripple through reality in unexpected ways.
You're talking about advanced temporal theory.
My people and I have made Anorax's theories of temporal manipulation our lives' work. In at least one temporal variant, his ship made the Krenim Imperium the undisputed masters of this region of space. If only we could recreate that vessel.
What vessel?
Anorax designed a ship, a wondrous vessel that could manipulate the time streams and erase elements in an attempt to bring about a desired result. Our records show that he even attempted to use this vessel to restore the Krenim's fortunes, but he was defeated by an unknown alliance. Afterward, the Krenim Imperium declined, as perhaps was its fate all along. We were diminished, but content to let time progress as it would. Until the Vaadwaur.
Vaadwaur destroyed all the Krenim colonies in this area.
The first Krenim worlds to fall managed to warn the others. When the Vaadwaur came, we hid ourselves in the time stream. It was the only way we survived. Before the Vaadwaur arrived, we were working on a relic. It was a replica of Anorax's time ship. With it, we could have gone back and eliminated the Vaadwaur threat before it even began.
Why haven't you done so already?
The Vaadwaur's assault on the Imperium took too much from us. Now we possess Anorax's work, but not the means to bring it to life. You have seen what our technology can do. We have the designs. You have the manpower and the materials. Perhaps your governments would be interested in mutual cooperation. Allow us a chance to undo what the Vaadwaur did, and we will give you something that will erase your enemies from time itself.
A generous offer, but it is one we would need to consider carefully. Do you want to risk all you have left on a chance for success?
There's more here than what you've seen.
You've hidden the entire planet?
Yes, we removed ourselves from the time stream to stay alive. With your help, we can change everything.
You hid an entire planet, but you can't build this time ship on your own?
We have the plans. Our resources are almost gone.
We have shipyards, workers, and all the materials you could need.
Precisely. We revealed ourselves to you as a gesture of good faith. What will you do in return?
The Iconians and the Heralds are gone. It's safe to resync with our time and contact our ship. But this is huge. A whole Krenim colony that survived the Vaadwaur? One that has temporal technology that even the Iconians can't counter? A weaponized time ship that can erase entire civilizations like they never existed? This could change the entire war. We could have a chance now.
I'm ready to beam up. Sir, is that what happened? We've been scanning for you, but you just disappeared. We've been hidden in the debris to stay away from the Herald ships, and then, sir, you're not going to believe this. There's a planet here now, an entire planet. Did you find something down there? Something that could conceal an entire planet? Looking forward to hearing what happened, Captain, but we're glad you're back. We found the Krenim. I'll explain as soon as we're back on board. Okay, let's see what we get.
Temporal mechanics is not a complication we need. But this weapon they are proposing sounds intriguing. You and Captain Nog were correct in thinking the Alliance would be interested in investigating such a thing. Personally, I approve of anything the Iconians might fear. Kapla!
Kapla. Okay, couple of days. Oh, we get a special duty officer. Must be a Krenim. I'll have to look and pick that up. Okay, so personal shield, which is not part of a set. Not part of a set. Epic ground device. Time shift for up to 5 seconds. Game immunity cannot use other abilities. Jolt. I'm gonna grab this one, and again I'll replay the mission.
We have a lead on the crit.
Get more stuff. Okay. Is he still here? Alright. Ah, it's a Ferengi trader. Ah. Thought it might be a, Is this just for me or my crew as well? Just myself, okay. Okay, I hope you found that informative. If you have any comments, leave them down below. Any suggestions for future gameplay, please leave it down below. If you have any criticism, please leave a comment down below. I just ask that you keep it civil in the conversations. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.